Hello. So, um, you remember, I don't know if you have seen it, but initially I had uploaded a video which was about having a rough patch or a bad patch or a rough day. And it was a four-part series, if I'm not wrong. And one of the suggestions in that I had given was that take a paper and pen and ask yourself questions related to whatever is going on currently that you are feeling or you are experiencing a rough patch, rough day, whatever you're going through. And this morning I was like, how about I give out in a video the questions that I have worked through sometimes for myself, and they have helped open up, they've helped open up and shift the perspective. And almost every time, by the end of it, I feel lighter. The thing does not feel that significant, that heavy and weighing on me. And there is awareness of what else is possible in this scenario. So, with an attempt to help you out with that, here's the video with the questions. Uh, I'm not sure if you've seen my previous exercise videos. Please use a pen and paper. Don't type, don't do gadgets. There is a therapeutic value to taking a pen and sitting down in silence, undisturbed, and literally just going through these questions. If there's anything else, any other questions that come to you, please feel free to work on those also. And this is just to help those who are like wondering, where do I start? I don't even know where to start. Because, of course, I've been there in my journey. Many of us who today know how to do this journaling have been in that journey beginning part. So, okay, without further ado or too much blabbering, um, let's just get into the questions. Please take a pen and paper. Don't think, don't do logic, don't use your mind, don't do this plus this is this. So this makes sense, this doesn't make sense. Don't do that. Just write whatever shows up. You will see what it does for you. Okay? Ready? Let's go. And as usual, during the questions, I'm going to clear the energies and the charges that are showing up for you. And for that, I don't need to know your personal story or details or whatever. That is how the energy magic works. And yeah, I wonder what this can contribute to you. Let's go. You can pause every time you want to take more time with the question. Just pause and continue writing. Let's go. First question. What happened today that brought me here? Not to this video, but here where I'm sitting with a pen and paper and this is how I'm feeling. So what happened today, or what has happened in the last few weeks or days or months that has brought me here? I will give you some pause and then I will go to the next question. Next question. What exactly is bothering me right now? Please don't use your mind, because your mind will tell you only what your mind has concluded is bothering you. Just allow yourself to, if you see something else, if you see like something about a breakup from 5 years ago, don't wonder why is that showing up now. Don't wonder, just write it down. Just allow yourself to see everything that is showing up. So once again, what exactly is bothering me right now? This 10 seconds, what is bothering me? Next question. If I had to describe this in one sentence, what would I write? So in the previous question, you would have written probably a lot. Okay? It can be words, it can be bullet points, it can be paragraphs, whatever. Now, if I had to describe this in one sentence, what would I write? Next question. What emotions am I experiencing right now? List every single one that shows up, whether it makes sense to you or not. What emotions am I experiencing right now? Next, where do I notice these emotions in my body? So just look at each emotion that you have listed and ask yourself the question, where do I notice this emotion in my body? Notice it in your body. It may feel like a tightness, it may feel like tension, it may feel like butterflies. Look at each emotion and ask yourself, where do I notice these emotions in my body? And list them down. Next question, what thoughts keep repeating in my head? It does not have to be related only to this particular thing that you're going through right now. So again, allow whatever shows up. What thoughts keep repeating in my head? Next question. What story am I telling myself about this situation? Once again, what story am I telling myself about this situation? Next, what are the actual facts separate from my interpretation? What are the actual facts separate from my interpretations? Next question. What assumptions am I making? Again, what assumptions am I making? Next question. What am I afraid will happen? What am I afraid will happen? Next question. What outcome was I hoping for that didn't happen? Once again, what outcome was I hoping for that didn't happen? Next, what expectation of mine wasn't met? What expectation of mine wasn't met? What am I making this situation mean about me? Once again, what am I making this situation mean about me? Next, am I making this bigger, heavier, or more significant than it actually is? This is not to judge yourself. This is not to go into the wrongness of you. So don't get defensive if you're feeling defensive. That means you are judging yourself somewhere. There's no need to do that. Just acknowledging the fact that, am I making this bigger than it is? Am I making it more significant than it is? Am I piling on maybe other things onto this and making it heavier for myself? Just acknowledge. It will change then. So once again, am I making this bigger, heavier, or more significant than it actually is? Next, if I removed all the emotion for a moment, what would remain true about this situation, about how you feel? If I removed all the emotions for a moment, what would remain true? Next, is there any other way of looking at this? Allow yourself the openness and the willingness to let it show up if there is any other way to look at it. So, is there any other way to look at this? Next question. What part of this is actually within my control? Again, what part of this is actually within my control? Next question. What part of this is completely outside of my control? Once again, what part of this is completely outside of my control? Next question. What am I resisting right now? If you don't think, something will show up. Let it show up and put it down. Once again, what am I resisting right now? Next question. What would happen if I stopped resisting it, even just for a moment? Just for this exercise, what would happen if I stopped resisting it? Next question. Is this problem, issue, or whatever situation it is this happening right now, or am I living in a future scenario that hasn't happened yet? Again, is this happening right now, or am I living in a future that hasn't happened yet? Next question. Is there any evidence that contradicts the story I am telling myself? Again, not to judge yourself, not to make yourself wrong, not to go into being defensive, just to see what is showing up. Because sometimes when we acknowledge what is showing up and we are not in denial, it helps it to shift and change. So, again, is there any evidence that contradicts the story I am telling myself? Next question. Is this feeling entirely mine, or could I be carrying someone else's fears, doubts, expectations, rejections, judgments, or emotions, or whatever it is that you're carrying? So, once again, is this entirely mine, or could I be carrying someone else's fears, rejections, judgments, projections, expectations, emotions? Next, what belief about myself is this situation exposing to you? Once again, what belief about myself is this situation exposing? Next question. What is this situation trying to teach me or show me? Once more. What is this situation trying to teach me or show me? Don't go defensive. Don't judge yourself. Don't feel like, oh, what is there to learn? This is a. Just see what shows up and write it, and it's okay. Once again, what is this situation trying to teach me or show me? Next question. If this wasn't a problem, whatever is going on, if this wasn't a problem, what would it be? Or what could it be? Don't think much, just write. If this wasn't a problem, what could it be? Next question. What would my wisest self say to me right now? I will rephrase that. If I was not going through this at the moment and somebody near and dear to me was going through this, what would I say to them right now? Next question. If I completely trusted myself, what would I choose to do about this? not just do. So if I completely trusted myself, what would I choose? What would I choose to do about it? What would I choose to, how would I choose to see it? How would I choose to um, use it to my advantage? Okay. Next question. Does this actually require fixing, or does it simply require me to know something? Awareness. Once again, does this actually require fixing, or does it simply require my awareness? Guys, I do my best to record when it is the quietest, uh, but sadly, there are certain sounds beyond my control, and I edit my own videos. So please bear with me if you hear certain sounds. I do try my best to reduce the noise and everything in the background, but just bear with me. So, once again, does this actually require fixing, or does it simply require my awareness? Next question. If it does require action or some sort of choice, like we said in the earlier question, what is the smallest step I can take right now or today towards that? So whether it is about choosing a certain action about it, or it is about choosing how to see it, perceive it, or choosing to see what it is trying to show you, the situation. So once again, if it does require action or a choice, what is the smallest next step I can take now or today? Next question. What can I let go of today or now that would make this lighter? I'm hoping by now you are feeling lighter as we are towards the end of the questions. And I hope this contributed in some way for you feeling lighter. So the question is, what can I let go of today or right now that would make this lighter? Next question. Despite everything that is going on right now, what are the 5 things that are really going great for me in my life right now that I'm extremely grateful for? It can be 5, it can be more than 5. Take your time. So, despite whatever is going on right now, what are the 5 things that are going absolutely great for me, with me, in my life right now? Next question. After writing all of this down, what feels different now? And now, the last question. Having seen everything on paper now that you've put it all down, what do I know now that I didn't probably know or wasn't aware of 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, before you started this exercise? I wonder what this can contribute to you. I wonder what this can shift, change. What can it help with? Remember, I will repeat again from the videos, 98-99% of your worst case scenarios never came true. Remember, you may feel like this is too much and you can't handle this right now. But I would like to remind you, you got this. Just allow yourself a lot of kindness that you would extend at such a time to somebody else who is dear and near to you. And if they were going through this, be that space for yourself. Be that for yourself. I'm sending you a lot of magic and everything that you require to get through this. And I will see you in the next one.